In this lecture, I'm going to be talking to you guys about something called as if-and-else statements. In all our previous lectures or previous tutorials, you've learned the basic concepts and methodologies on Python programming, but from this lecture on, you'll be learning something very useful or something which would really help you to build real-world Python applications. So with that said, let's just jump in and get started. So firstly, open up your Python GUI interface and then go to File, New File. That's going to open up a new window for you where you're going to write all your Python scripts. You can save that and treat them as a regular program. If there's an error in your program, you can come back and recheck your code. So we're gonna use this window for the tutorials from now on. And let me quickly show you guys how the if and else statements syntax look like. So if you write if, so that's the keyword, and then you write the condition, then you add to a colon, then you write some instructions here. Let's say do something if it's true, and if it's false, you're gonna do something other than what you have done. If it's true, say something else. So this is the condition, or this is the syntax, how it looks like. Let me just quickly create a program for you guys to understand it much better. Let me create a new variable called a equals 1, and then if a is equals to 1, remember you have to put 2 equals to sign to compare between 1 and a. If you just put 1 equals to, that's going to give you an error because that's a assigning parameter, assigning operator. But if you put 2 equals to, that means it's comparing 2 variables or 2 values. So here you're gonna write print, and then you're gonna just simply say it's true for now. Let me just keep it simple so you'll understand it better. We'll create much more complicated programs in our upcoming tutorials though. And if it's false, you're gonna write it's false. So save that program. I'm gonna save it on my desktop. I'm gonna call it simple.py. Then go to run module. So it says it's true because a is equals to 1, which we have assigned in the first line, and then it checks if a equals to 1 and it's 1 and it's true, so it's going to execute this instruction. Let's change the value. Let's make it 2, save it, then run module. It says it's false because a is not equals to 1 and it's false, so it's going to print out this instruction. Let's just quickly create a new simple application. So what this application does is it checks whether the number is even or odd, and it returns whether it's even or odd. So to do that, you need to first get the input from the user, or you first need to get the number from the user. And for that, let me create a variable called number equals to int input. Let's say enter the number, and then you're gonna check whether the number is even. And to check if the number is even, you need the keyword if number ampersand 2 is equals to 0, then the number is even, because if a number is divisible by 2 and the remainder is 0, that's obviously even. So you're gonna print the number is even, and if it's not even, you're gonna say print the number is odd. So you're gonna save that. I'm gonna save that file as even or odd.py on my desktop, and then let me just add another statement to pause the program so that we can see the output on the terminal. So let's just write input, enter, or press enter to exit. Save that, and then open up your file. So it says enter the number. Let me write 20. It says the number is even, which is true. Then if I write 19, it says number is odd, which is again true. So this is how you're going to use if and else statements in your Python programming language. And that's all for this lecture, guys. I'll be adding more coding exercise for you to understand much better about these statements and also play around with different programs. In our upcoming lectures, we'll also be learning more about functions and constructors and that kind of stuff. And that's all for this lecture, guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys in my next lecture. Thank you.